Live from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, the show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the Baltimore Orioles taking on the New York Yankees. First pitch coming your way next. So almost ready to get underway, and going to the mound in this one for the Yankees, Luis Gil. And singing, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch to contact type of guy.
Yeah, Boogie, he doesn't rely too heavily on the strikeout. He knows he needs to miss barrels, get some soft contact, let the defense do work behind him. And I think a guy like that can keep a good tempo, don't give hitters time to adjust or think. They could move through a ball game, and you look up, they're in line for a quality start. We'll see what he's got in this one.
Cedric Mullins leading things off and takes a strike. Ripped on a line, and that's a base hit. So next to hit for Baltimore, Gunnar Henderson, leading the American League in hitting entering the day. That one's in there, 0-1. This one kicks away a little as he can't squeeze it. Throw to second, not in time. He's there easily. And now a man into scoring position.
No, Boog, it's not often you see a catcher of his caliber defensively lose the handle on a pitch like that, but it does happen to everyone at some point or another, especially with all the nasty stuff we see pitchers throwing up there these days. He won't be happy with himself about that, though.
Runner leads away at second. And another ball. And it's even up.
It's a good changeup to hit up in the zone. I don't think he recognized it. I'm sure he'd love to have that one back.
The 2-2 now. Stays alive. Mullins at second with nobody out. There's a swing and a drive. That's back. That one hops against the fence, and they'll score first. It's 1-zip. Pulls into second. That's an RBI double.
Always feels good when you come through and get your team on the board first. Put a really nice balanced swing on it, and when you can rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps out of the box, and he'll feel real good about that one.
Anthony Santander at the plate. 7th right now and runs batted in the American League. That one ripped. That's back there. Pulls it in on the warning track. Runner tags at second. All right, let's take a look at the Orioles lineup now. One guy swinging a hot bat recently, Ramon Urias.
Well, he's been a very consistent performer this year. And, man, when you look up and you're in the top 5 in batting average in the American League, tell you what, that raises your level of confidence to keep it going and try to finish in that picture or maybe at the very top. He's been spraying the balls all over the yard. We're going to keep our eyes on him in this one.
Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Runner from third comes across. It's 2-0. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely.
Here's Adley Rutschman. He was hitless at 4 at-bats on Sunday. There's a strike. Still only one out here in the inning. Base hit, left center field. Mountcastle headed for the plate. Oh, great stop. Runner from second scores as they add on. It's 3-0. And in at second with an RBI double.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. That was exactly what you're looking to do with the pitch away, especially in that situation. Drive it into the opposite field gap. He got himself 2 bags on a great swing of the bat.
Matt Chapman up to the plate now. Comes in working with the 6th best average in the AL. 0-1. Slider clips the zone.
2 pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Here comes Rutschman around third. Throw is offline and he scores. And they lead by 4.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. You got that front foot down and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
Jorge Mateo now, maybe expecting a bunt here. Third baseman playing in on the edge of the grass. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1.
Well, they've been able to score 4 runs off of him in this inning, and this is where you want to just max out. Get as much as you can. Give him one of those tough innings where it's going to be hard for him to recover in the next one.
The next pitch misses, and that's ball 1.
He's been trying to tease the zone with that slider, but these hitters have showed patience, not going outside the strike zone.
Hard ground ball, base knock. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only 1 away.
4 hits in a row, and they're really swinging it here. I really like that swing, man. He didn't just push it the other way through the infield. He drove it that way, and it kind of makes me think he was thinking opposite field as he stepped into the box. Got a pitch he liked, and he got it done.
In the air, fairly deep to right field. Judge hauls it in, and there's 2 away. So first and second with 2 outs. Ryan O'Hearn comes up to hit. Good power, not great in the OBP department. Rocketed out towards right center. That's a base hit. Chapman headed home. He'll score easily. It's 5-0.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. And, man, I'll tell you, a line drive like that into the gap just feels so good. It's feedback that you had everything on time and in control from start to finish with your swing.
And here comes the Yankees manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Luis Gil departs, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this. Jonathan Loaisiga will take over here.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
And now the center fielder, Cedric Mullins. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. Down the right field line. That's a base hit. In to score is the runner from third. It's 6-0.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. The batter will be the shortstop, Gunnar Henderson. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
Not the easiest thing when you're talking about a guy that's, perhaps is going to be in the rotation, maybe a long relief guy, to not start an inning, to come into an inning with pressure on it and try to get yourself comfortable.
And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. And that one hops the wall. Run comes in from second. It's 8-0. A 2-run double.
Nice double right there. Loud contact coming off the bat. Didn't get enough air under to drive it out of here, but you'll take that swing and that result every time.
Now it's going to be Anthony Santander. In there, and it's 0-1. Henderson on at second with 2 down. Now a bullet to second base, but he's got it to end the inning. So they bat around and score 8 times to take the lead. On to the bottom of the first. It's the Orioles 8 and the Yankees nothing. Back in the Bronx, and today's starter, Tyler Wells.
Boog, 8 solid innings his last time out, picked up the win. See what he's got today. If he plays catch with his catcher the way he did, doesn't shake off, I think we'll see more of the same.
And now Anthony Volpe.
Well, every pitcher wants run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some guys. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse, go after hitters and get quick outs.
Here's the 0-1. And that's in the dirt. And that's a strike.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Now all even up. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. The wide to kick the pitch. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. The wind of the pitch. Up the middle. One gone, bottom half of the first.
Batting second.
As we take a look now at the New York Yankees lineup. Someone who makes things happen for them, in part with his legs, Anthony Volpe.
And boom, you and I were talking about him before the game. He's got good speed, and if you watch him in this game, he's that type of guy that's very smart. He doesn't have this just eye-popping speed, but he knows how to use it, and he's very intelligent on the base pass to get to the next base, to get around the bases, and ultimately score runs.
The 0-1. That clips a corner. One down, base is empty. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. 2 gone now.
Just a great slider right there. And I think the key for pitchers and what hitters don't want to see is if a pitcher misses with that pitch, that he misses off the edge of the strike zone rather than in the middle of the strike zone. And right there, excellent execution, and it finished up in a perfect spot.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes, even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
Deep drive down the line. Foul ball.
Oh, he's ready for that fastball right there. Really turned on it, hit it hard, had the distance, but just too much hook to it. So might want to make a little bit of an adjustment, let it travel a little more, and see if you can keep that thing fair.
The 1-2. Just misses with that one.
It's a good take.
Next one misses. Ball 3. David Rosario waiting to hit for the Yankees. And the righty deals. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Hard hit left side. Henderson over to first in time. And that ends the inning. Yanks held in check. And they're on the short end of an 8-0 score.
Yeah. Okay, you asked for it. About to go Nostrum Ave.
Back in the Bronx. Now here is Ryan Mountcastle.
Number 6, Ryan Mountcastle.
The pitch. A bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
Oh, that's that slurve right there. He threw it extremely well. He talked about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
And a foul ball. And the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Blew the express right by his bat for strike 3.
Oh, you got to be pretty quick with the bat speed these days. So many guys throwing in the upper 90s, and you see the velocity on that one. Just tough to catch up to. I mean, guys are coming in, and they're going max effort. They're not looking to go a long distance. They want to get as many strikeouts as they possibly can.
Ripped into left center, base hit. Now he'll turn for second. Not stopping, he's going for 3. Volpe relay to third, in there safely.
When you can turn a ball around at 107 off the bat, it's going to make you feel really good inside. If he elevates that a little bit more, it's definitely out of here.
So 1 gone with a runner at third. Now the third baseman, Matt Chapman, singled and drove in a run his first time through. On the ground to short. Volpe throws it to first in time. Now 2 away as they get a run across. Now the left fielder, Jorge Mateo, singled and scored his first time. Ripped to right, base hit.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Pitch was away, and he did exactly what you're supposed to do with it. Drive it the other way. Just go with the pitch.
Here's the second baseman, Ramon Urias. He's 0 for 1. Ripped on a line to center. He dives, but he can't make the catch. Now a relay to the plate. There's the tag. They get him, and that's the inning.
Textbook defensive execution right there. Outfielder hits the cutoff man. Relay throw to the plate. A perfect strike and a great way to end the inning.
Back at Yankee Stadium, stepping in the long ball threat, David Rosario. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. The right-hander back to work. And that one hammered back there. And that one is going to go. He sends one out the opposite way, and they're chipping away. It's 9-1.
When a guy's got a real hard fastball, you can't overswing. All you've got to do is get the bat head to the spot. If you do, he supplies the power, and you'll get to jog around the bases like he did right there.
Now the youngster wants Soto. Good eye right there. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
Ball and a strike. That's a little bit low. That one fouled off, 2-2. Bouncer to second. Throws to first. They get the out on Soto.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Now here's Giancarlo Stanton. Giancarlo Stanton, certainly a physical presence, and Chris, one of the more imposing guys at the plate in the entire sport.
He's a force, and I think it's scary for pitchers thinking about making a mistake to him because you're not going to get that baseball back. He hits the ball so hard, you don't even have to watch him swing. You can just close your eyes and listen and know exactly who it is that hit the ball.
Eric Summersgill with home plate duty in this one. Kind of known for being generous with the corners, Chris.
I think that used to be a lot bigger deal in past eras where pitchers were working more in and out with their pitches. But, yeah, we'll see if those corners come into play in this one. Hey, no pitcher's going to argue at all.
Chris, do players ever change their approach in meaningful ways based on who's umpiring, or is it good to just be aware of tendencies so you're not that surprised?
I'd say the latter, because the pitcher's got to pitch to his strengths regardless. The hitter's got to hit to his strength. So you're aware of it, but you have to just hunt for what you can handle.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Here's Gleyber Torres. Swings through that one for strike 1. Righty to the plate. And ball 1. That one misses. Now 2-2. Kicks and deals. And that one is lifted in the air. That gets down for a hit. And that extends the inning.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
Up to the plate steps DJ LeMahieu. First pitch just misses. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1. On a line out towards center. Mullins pulls it down. That is the inning. Another look at the long ball for the Yankees. And this is now a 9-1 ball game. All set for the start of the inning. Now here's the Orioles DH, Ryan O'Hearn. Singing some Jonathan Loaizaga nuggets. He hails from Nicaragua. It's not a place that's produced a lot of big leaguers. Marvin Bernard, Dennis Martinez among the few. First offering, and it just misses.
Yeah, and he's quietly become a cog in the Yankees bullpen. Good firm velocity, a guy that's very consistent with his mechanics, repeating that delivery.
Popped in the air, left side. Puts it away for the out. So back to the top of the Orioles lineup. And into the box for Baltimore, Cedric Mullins. Swing and a pop-up. Pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
Ball's just not carrying the first tonight.
Now, you would actually say that to your teammate in the dugout?
No, I'm not that cruel. But someone would say it to me, and I'm sure it's probably been said before.
Hard ground ball, base knock. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Anthony Santander, the next to hit for the Orioles. To the right side, Rosario steps on the bag, and that is the 3rd out of the inning. 1 left for the Orioles, but they still hold a commanding 9-1 lead. Back for more from the Bronx. Set for the bottom of the 3rd. Here's the catcher, Jose Trevino. And the right-hander back to work. The 0-1. Next offering popped in the air, right field. Santander pulls that one down. 1 up, 1 down.
Now batting, shortstop,
Anthony Volpe stepping in now for the Yankees. And that's a little bit high. Volpe getting to start at shortstop, hitting leadoff in today's game. A former 1st-round pick back in 2019. In for a strike, and the count is 1-1. Swing and a line drive and a base hit up the middle. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise, you put a great swing on it.
Man at first with 1 gone. And now the DH, Alex Verdugo. And that's in there for strike 1. Verdugo, a former 2nd-round pick by the Dodgers back in 2014. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. There's a ball. Throw to second. Great jump.
You don't usually see teams try to claw back into games by being aggressive on the base pass like this, but it's still early in this one. This kind of tells me they're going to try to tackle this one 1 run at a time instead of waiting back for a big 3-run homer.
Kicks and fires. And that one wrapped foul. The other way, fair ball. Volpe flying around 3rd and headed home.
Well, he wasn't afraid to hit with 2 strikes. I think he choked up a little bit, maybe spread out, but he got the job done right there.
And now big number 99, Aaron Judge, grounded out his first time. In the air, right field. Santander drifts towards it. He's got it. And there's 2 away.
the bat, the first baseman.
David Rosario stepping in now for the Yankees. 1 for 1 so far today with a solo homer in his first at bat. Singy, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
Next offering misses, and it's 2-1. Verdugo off of first with 2 away. Righty delivers. Line drive, and that's a base hit to right. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Juan Soto now. In there for strike 1.
All ones the count.
Two outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. Next pitch misses, and now it's even 1-1. Swings and crushes one. Right field, way back, and gone. He'll touch them all, and they cut into the deficit. It's 9-5.
Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch, absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Here's Stanton now. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. That one's in there, 0-1.
Well, a really rough inning out there on the mound. And this is one of those where you learn a lot about a guy's toughness and his ability to turn the page and keep pressing forward.
And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
Next pitch is outside.
Clearly, he hasn't had it in this game, and looks like sooner than later, they're going to have to go to the bullpen.
Next one just misses. 2-2. Got him swinging. The high heat, too much on that one. Yankees get a homer to cut the lead. It's now 9-5. Start of the fourth. Here's Ryan Mountcastle.
The first baseman, number 6, Ryan Mountcastle.
The pitch. Liner caught at second.
That'll drive you crazy as a hitter if you let it. I mean, he couldn't have hit that ball more on the screws than he did, and yet he's got nothing to show for it. Hang with him. I know the feeling.
And next for the Orioles, Adley Rutschman. And first offering is fouled off.
This is a very important inning here. After scoring all those runs, you want your pitcher to come out and just mow them down. The offense has worked hard. It's shut down inning time.
Swung on, belted. That one back there. Gone. It's his 8th home run of the year. And they add a run. It's 10-5. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
Victor Gonzalez taking over on the mound.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year, so the defense should be active.
And here is Matt Chapman. Singled and scored back in the first. He's 1 for 2. Lifted in the air, right center field. Judge getting an angle on it. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 away now.
Left fielder, Jorge Mateo.
2 outs, base is empty. Jorge Mateo, the next to hit for the Orioles. That one the other way. Torres in plenty of time to first. 3rd out, and that ends the frame. Orioles add 1 on a solo homer. It's down to 5 at 10-5 now. You're watching Orioles baseball on the show, Mid-Atlantic. Back here in New York, now it's the second baseman, Gleyber Torres.
The second baseman,
Torres, a guy the Yankees acquired for Aroldis Chapman back in 2016.
He is fearless. You can't tell if he's been in this league for 8 years or 2 years.
And here it comes. And that's down and away.
For you growing up in New York City, I mean, you're a big sports fan. Tell me about your experience with the Yankees growing up.
I really went to Shea Stadium more than I did to Yankee Stadium. I grew up a Phillies fan. There was one game, though, that I went to as a kid. I sat in the upper deck. It was the game that Bo Jackson hit 3 homers in his first 3 plate appearances and then hurt his shoulder diving for Deion Sanders inside the park home run. That's probably the most memorable game that I ever attended as a fan at Old Yankee Stadium. The wind of the pitch. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2.
He was a little out front, but did a good job keeping the hands back long enough to foul that pitch off.
The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4.
Boog, do you think you could draw a walk in the bigs if we gave you enough at bats?
Oh, that's a good question. I think that if they gave the pitcher a false scouting report on me, yes, I think I could draw a walk. LeMahieu swings through that one as he comes to the plate for the second time today. Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, a big lead like this is comfortable many times, but not when these two teams are matching up. You got to continue to keep your head down, play catch with that catcher, and just try to move through this lineup. He needs to throw that breaking ball with just a little more conviction to get the swing and miss.
The pitch.
At the ball.
Swing and a line drive, base hit out into center field.
There are a lot of nicknames people have attached to hits like that. Blooper, flare, duck snort, lawn dart, etc. But whatever you want to call it, it's a knot. And those are the ones that'll make you smile as a hitter just about every time. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ballgame.
Here's Jose Trevino. Swing and a miss, and that is strike 1. Singing 4 homers in 22 games at Old Yankee Stadium. What do you remember?
Well, I remember my rookie year hitting 2 in one game, and before that game in the clubhouse, there was a gentleman there who owned a suit company there in downtown Manhattan, and he said to me, "Hey kid, you hit a home run in the game tonight. Come on."
Oh, this ball's down, and that could bring in a run. And they're happy to play station to station right here. Bases loaded, nobody out. And that knocked Bumps' hitting streak into double digits, Chris. He's hitting 10 straight.
Yeah, and on a nice trajectory, average going up, OBP, everything he's doing at the plate right now just seems to be working.
Here's a speed threat, Anthony Volpe. And that is in for a strike. It's 0-1.
So I went into the game. I happened to hit 2. When I walked into the store the next day, and he looked at me, he said, "You're trying to put me out of business, aren't you?" And that was a great experience that I had as a rookie playing against the Yankees, playing in New York.
This one high in the air to left center. Mateo has a beat on it. Brings it in. And there's one away. So did Super Joe give you 2 suits?
Super Joe hooked me up with 2 suits.
Here's Alex Verdugo.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
Rolled to short, could be 2. Steps on the bag for 1. And it's a double play to end the inning. So they strand a pair. On to the top of the 5th we go. It's the Orioles 10 and the Yankees 5. Welcome back. Top 5, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading it off, Ramon Urias. And the pitch. Line drive. And there's a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
He was all over that one. Pitch was in and off the plate. So hard to do anything with the pitch in that location, but somehow he got the barrel to it and hit it well. Pretty amazing.
And now Ryan O'Hearn, 1 for 2. He had an RBI base hit back in the 1st. That one a little bit high. 1-0.
You know, these Orioles, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. It's been a real team effort. Already 7 extra base hits. So that goes to show they're getting contributions from top to bottom. Nobody's doing that by themselves.
Here comes a pitch. High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. Stanton going back, back some more, still going back. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Man, I love that route. The ball was smoked. He knew he had to get back to the track right away. Turned his back on the infield. Got to the spot, turned around, and made a nice catch.
Mullins, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1.
Everyone can have a little chuckle there. He's had such a great season. Rarely ever do you see that kind of swing.
On the ground left side, 6, 4, 3. It's a double play. And that'll do it for the inning. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Orioles 10 and the Yankees 5. Back now in the Bronx, Aaron Judge at the plate. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
Wells back to work. The pitch. Swing and a miss. 0-2 now. They've got a potent lineup. And when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. Struck him out without a swing. Not sure about that call. Pitcher might have gotten a friendly strike 3. Now here's the Yankees cleanup hitter, David Rosario. He's already homered here in this one. Fastball in for a strike, 0-1. The pitch.
Quickly down 0-2 in the count. I think you got to choke up a little bit, spread out the feet. You don't know what the velocity or the location of this next pitch is going to be.
Just misses. And the count 1-2.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
And that one is lifted in the air. Santander drifts towards it. makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
The left fielder, number 22.
And now it's Juan Soto. He's already homered in this game. There's a strike. Do you love the Soto shuffle?
Yes, I do. I think it's a little flair, little flash at first, maybe seen as arrogant, but I think the talent backed it up and everybody was okay with it.
Next offering is in for a strike. And that one missing low.
2 strikes.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2. And a ball evens the count.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well. So much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball.
Mullins makes the grab on the run. 1, 2, 3 go the Yankees. Work to do. It's 10-5. Tommy Kahnle comes on now.
And this could be a tough first test for him right here. His numbers against lefties aren't great this season.
Now here is Gunnar Henderson.
No matter what, you're playing this kind of rival, take your game to another level.
And he deals. Can't glove it cleanly.
Pretty much gifted a leadoff base runner right there. And as an offense, this is where you really want to take advantage. Apply some pressure this inning. Make that error hurt.
So next to hit for Baltimore, Anthony Santander. Throw over to first, and he's back standing. 2 of the most potent offenses in the game squaring off. Line drive, base hit, right center field. Lead runner makes the turn at second. And now runners at the corners, nobody out. That extends his hitting streak to an even dozen, Singy. Do opposing pitchers start to take notice when a guy's on a roll like this?
Yeah, I think so, Boog. It's not like it changes the scouting report on a guy or anything like that too much, but you're aware of who's swinging the hottest bat, and that's definitely him right now.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Ryan Mountcastle. Slides, but it gets by him. In comes the runner from third. It's 11-5.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
Adley Rutschman, the next to hit for the Orioles. Just a single short of the cycle. Fouled off to the right. No outs, runners at first and second. Swing and a miss. And that is strike 2.
For a guy that's been swinging the bat, well, all game long, that was a pretty ugly swing right there. I'm sure he'll tighten it up on this next pitch.
Oh, and he hit him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him.
Well, definitely a breakdown in his mechanics on that one. He just lost the handle and ended up way off target.
To first, might be 2. To second, there's 1. Return throw to first, double play. And the run scores from third.
It's always great when you can add a run, but in this situation with the bases loaded, double play is kind of a rally killer.
Jorge Mateo, the next to hit for the Orioles. Base knock center field, and that's going to roll to the wall. In comes the run from third, and now it's 13-5. It's a double, third hit of the night for him.
Everything came together for him. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive in the center field.
New pitcher for the Yankees, Lou Trevino.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Man at second here with 2 away. Ramon Urias, the next to hit for the Orioles. And that's going to get into the corner. Soto throws to second. Throw is wide. He's off the bag. Run scores, and this inning continues.
Just a really nice job of turning on that pitch and smoking it down the line. And there's no one playing there, so once it drops in fair, you're on your way to extra bases.
Man in scoring position with 2 away. Here's the designated hitter for the Orioles, Ryan O'Hearn. Smash to the left side. Sends it across to first. Ends the inning after they racked up a bunch of runs. 4 runs in the inning on 4 hits, 1 error, and 1 man left. 6, 7, 8 due in the bottom of the 6th. The Orioles lead it 14-5. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Keegan Aiken.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Giancarlo Stanton at the plate, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. The wind to kick the pitch.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out.
The 1-1. Little chopper rolls foul. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat.
Well, they've had a great plan of attack for him tonight. I mean, finding all the holes in his swing and his approach, just frustrating for him up there. You strike out a guy 3 times in a game, I think that guy's got to go back and really study some video with his hitting coach, figure out how they're beating him, make this adjustment really quick because word will get around the league in a hurry.
Now the 0-1. And that one is in for a strike. Fly ball to right. And it drops in. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Pretty good fastball location, down and in on the corner, but that was just a nice job to handle it and hit it hard. Very tough spot to get the barrel to most of the time, though.
LeMahieu, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
Just a bit late on that 0-1 breaking ball. 0-2 hole now. He's going to have to shorten up, tighten things up if he's going to have a good at-bat.
At the belt and fires. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Mountcastle makes the grab, 2 down.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
Jose Trevino stepping in now for the Yankees. Trevino goes 5 feet 11 inches 210 pounds, and he was selected to the All-Star game last year. Swung on, popped up on the infield. Rutschman brings it in for the third out.
I've been ratted out, letting them know what the back is about. Swatted freeloading songs when their hands was out. Hope you dudes in the street wearing Teflon. If they don't like Frosty, then I'ma give them F-Spawn. Go ahead and watch me.
Back at Yankee Stadium, here's the center fielder, Cedric Mullins.
Cedric Mullins.
The right-hander back to work. And that one in the air center field. Stanton should have this one. And there's one down. Gunnar Henderson, the next to hit for the Orioles. That one ripped right center field. That's back. And that one's gone. He flexes his power with that swing. His 12th of the season. It's 15-5.
Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
One out, base is empty. And into the box for Baltimore, Anthony Santander. Now fly ball to right center. Stanton chasing after it. Pulls it in on the run. 2 down. Here's the Oriole cleanup hitter, Ryan Mountcastle. Swings through that one. 0-1. Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
And a pitch. Got him. And he's down on strikes for the second time today. Solo homer brings in one for Baltimore. 7th inning stretch time. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. And welcome back. Now it's the shortstop, Anthony Volpe.
The shortstop.
Aiken back to work. Late swing, fouled off. In the air out towards right center. Santander makes the catch for the out. And there's one down. And next is the designated hitter, Alex Verdugo. Fouled off left side. The 0-2. Out towards left center. Makes a nice running catch. 2 down.
Number 99.
2 outs, base is empty. Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on base and slugging too. Line and caught at third by Chapman. The Gold Glover makes the play. Ready to begin the 8th, and now the catcher comes up to hit. Adley Rutschman. The pitch. This one popped up. Torres makes the play. One down.
Now back, the third baseman, Matt.
Now Matt Chapman at the plate. In the air, center field. Stanton is there. Drops into the glove, and there's two down. Two outs, base is empty. Next to hit, Jorge Mateo. On the ground to the left. They don't come any quicker. 3 pitches for 3 outs. Inning over.
Yes. No if.
Back here at the ballpark. On to the bottom of the 8th. And now the first baseman, David Rosario. And there's the strike.
Some guys are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
Here's the 0-2. Rip towards third. Chapman over to first in time. 1 up, 1 down.
The left fielder, number 22.
Here's Juan Soto. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
Well, in an 0-0 count, not every strike is a good strike for a hitter. I like the plate discipline there.
Strike 2. Next offering misses down and away.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. Hitter has to understand, probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch, so got to stay ready for it.
And now the lefty. Yeah, the 1-2 misses to even the count.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking it bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4.
You know, I think he's okay with that outcome. It wasn't an intentional walk, but he wasn't exactly trying to attack the zone either.
1 gone, runner at first. Giancarlo Stanton to the plate now. And he swings and misses at the initial offering.
He's had a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
And strike 2. Kicks and fires. Ball 1 there.
2 strikes.
Soto leads off first with 1 away. And now 2-2. Here's the 2-2. Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out.
And there's another strikeout, and those are just continuing to pile up. His confidence level has got to be dropping. He's got to find a way to make an adjustment, Booth, get back on track. His team needs him.
High fly ball down the left field line. This one's got a chance, and that one's gone. A 2-run homer, his 4th home run of the season, and they add a couple more. It's 15-7. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Oh, I'm sure there's a big grin on his face right now, Boog. He's probably had some of those that didn't stay fair, but off the bat, it looked like he was going to bend foul. Was able to keep it in there, tucked it nicely, and he gets the jog around the bases. Good for him.
LeMahieu at the plate now. That's ball one. The next offering misses. Now 2-0. Just missed. Three-0 down. And that drops in for a strike. And now it's filled up. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. He swung over top of the curveball. 2-run blast for the Yankees this inning. Through 8 full, you're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, here's the second baseman, Ramon Urias. Trevino, 31 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. Trevino back to work. Liner, and that should be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's got a double, 4th hit of the night for him.
Well, that's how you respond. Leadoff man comes up, gets into scoring position. Now, there are several ways that they can get this run across.
So a man aboard, and next for the Orioles, Ryan O'Hearn. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Volpe makes the grab. 1 away.
The batter, the center fielder, Cedric.
And now Cedric Mullins. Comebacker to the mound. Fires over to first. And they get Mullins for the out.
The batter, number 2, Gunnar Henderson.
So next to hit for Baltimore, Gunnar Henderson. First offering misses the mark.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. And boy, umpire didn't give him the call. I bet you if he throws it again, hitter knows he's going to have to swing it.
Next offering is in for a strike. Urias on third with 2 out. On the ground, Volpe. And that's the 3rd out. No runs, 1 hit, a double, no errors, and 1 man left. And 9-1-2 scheduled to lead off the bottom of the 9th. The Orioles on top, 15-7. So a new arm out of the bullpen for the Orioles, Craig Kimbrell.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Jose Trevino stepping in now for the Yankees. Kimbrell measures 6 feet even, 215 pounds, and he's a former Rookie of the Year. Slings it across, 1 out, bottom of the 9th.
Now batting, shortstop, Anthony.
And up next for New York, Anthony Volpe. And a strike. There's a strike. The 0-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And 1-2.
Tough take right there. He swings at that more often than not.
Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Throw to first. Gets him. Good job to stay with it there for the second out.
Talk about being able to dial up the velocity. That first baseman over there might need a little pad inside that first baseman's mitt.
Next is the designated hitter, Alex Verdugo. In the air, right field. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Orioles slug their way to a win in this one.
After 4 wins in a row, you start to think a little bit that you're on a roll, and that's the momentum that just takes on a life of its own. Guys start hitting up and down the lineup. You never know who's going to come up with the big hit, who's going to come out of the bullpen and get the big outs, but it's a good feeling, and you want to extend it.
15-7 at the end of this one as the Orioles win this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Ball game, 4 hours and 29 minutes.